Arvind, tell us more about what happened in the Supreme Court. Huge relief for Rahul Gandhi. He had been disqualified as a member of parliament, had to vacate his home as well. And it also seemed that he perhaps would not have been able to, contest this upcoming general elections. But now the conviction has been stayed.
Yeah, Gargi, a huge relief for Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. Today, the Supreme Court has stayed the conviction that was awarded by the Surat Court in connection with the criminal defamation case. After the Surat Court awarded him with a sentence of 2 years, which is the maximum sentence in a criminal defamation case, which has never been awarded in any criminal defamation case in the history of India. Rahul Gandhi cited this as a ground to move the higher courts challenging the conviction in this particular case. The Gujarat High Court also, after receiving the judgment for almost over 60 days, refused to stay the conviction, citing the criminal antecedents of Rahul Gandhi, and also said a person with such a high stature should have a moral turpitude, and that reason was also cited. Moral turpitude reason was also cited as a ground while rejecting his plea for stay of conviction, and that's where Rahul Gandhi moved Supreme Court challenging the High Court order also. So today, Supreme Court, after hearing both the sides, has stayed the conviction that has been awarded by the Surat Court. So the conviction has been stayed on two grounds, Gargi. One, the Supreme Court has taken note of the fact that the Surat Court, the trial court in this particular case, has awarded the maximum sentence in this particular case, which is the 2 years under criminal defamation case. And that's why Supreme Court has observed that without giving any reasoning for awarding the maximum sentence in this particular case, Supreme Court has noted down that particular fact, and that's why Supreme Court has stayed the conviction in this particular case, saying that if at all, if the sentencing was at least a day lesser than 2 years, then Rahul Gandhi would not have incurred a disqualification under Section 8 of the Representative of People Act, and that has been noted down by the Supreme Court, and that's why Supreme Court has proceeded to stay the conviction, and Supreme Court has also allowed the trial proceedings to go on because Rahul Gandhi has challenged the Surat Court order, the judgment or the conviction before the division Sessions Court, and that is being adjudicated by the Sessions Court. So Supreme Court has asked the Sessions Court to go ahead with the appeal proceedings, but also Supreme Court has also given some caution for Rahul Gandhi. One, Supreme Court has said this particular utterances from Rahul Gandhi was not in good taste. That has also been noted by Supreme Court, but Supreme Court has proceeded to grant liberty or grant relief in this particular case to Rahul Gandhi, noting the fact that this particular conviction will not just affect him, but will also affect the electorate of Wayanad Parliament constituency, and that's why Supreme Court has proceeded to stay the conviction. That means that Supreme Court has stayed the conviction, which means the disqualification that Rahul Gandhi incurred from the Lok Sabha membership will also be restored. For that, we have to wait for the notification from the Lok Sabha Secretary. But in a huge relief for Rahul Gandhi, the Supreme Court has stayed the conviction in the criminal defamation case.
All right. So, Arvind, you're saying that, when the conviction had happened, it had been said that he automatically loses his member of parliament status. So right now, again, he will be reinstated. But for that, the speaker has to give out the notification. So we don't know if we're going to see him in parliament anytime soon, or it could happen in this monsoon session.
Gargi, at the end of the day, though there was a legal argument saying that the moment someone is convicted and sentenced for at least 2 years, that particular person will incur, that particular legislator will incur a disqualification under Section 8 of the RP Act. There, they say that the disqualification is automatic. If that's the legal argument, so in this particular case also, because Supreme Court has stayed the conviction, that also means automatically his Lok Sabha membership or the disqualification stands revoked, and then his Lok Sabha membership will be restored. But we have a case in the last few months ago, if I'm right, Mohammed Faisal, an NCP MP from Lakshadweep, he was also disqualified in a criminal case, and then for getting convicted and sentenced in a criminal case. But even after Supreme Court stayed his conviction, the Lok Sabha Secretariat did take some time. In fact, almost a month was taken for the Lok Sabha Secretariat to issue a notification restoring his Lok Sabha membership. So that was the case in Mohammed Faisal's instance, and Mohammed Faisal had to move Supreme Court, saying that even after the Supreme Court has stayed his conviction, the Lok Sabha Secretariat has not yet restored his membership. But even before Supreme Court was to take up the matter, a day before the Lok Sabha Secretariat issued a notification restoring his membership. So in this particular case, we are not sure whether the Lok Sabha Secretariat will take such a long time. We have to wait and watch how the things pan out. But here, with Supreme Court staying the conviction that there are no grounds for the Lok Sabha Secretariat also to take longer time to restore his membership, because he attracted disqualification automatically because he stood convicted and sentenced for at least 2 years, which automatically incurs disqualification under Section 8 of the RP Act. So in this particular case, with the said conviction has been stayed, so automatically his disqualification also it has to be revoked. We have to wait and watch how the Lok Sabha Secretariat takes things forward.